Welcome to Dune Vulpine podcast. We cover everything from kickoffs to critics to body slams. An episode every Monday and Thursday. Chelsea won, Arsenal won. Now this game wasn't some amazing first versus second London derby, but I thought Chelsea were the better team for the first 30 minutes until Casido went off with a red card. Yes, it was a red card. Yes, it was a reckless tackle. However, Chelsea were the first team to score with Chalobah like 2 minutes, 3 minutes to the second half, with Arsenal weapon a set piece. And then after that, Arsenal equalized with Mourinho. They started controlling the game a bit more. But overall, I thought the game was pretty even and kind of boring because of the red card. 11 versus 11, I think Chelsea would have won. But this season, they are their own enemy because of all the red cards. And nothing to say more about this game. Like I said, it was pretty even and kind of boring. The only thing I can say about this game is Reece James. Where Reece James is fit, and he's been fit this season. He's literally everywhere. He was literally everywhere in that game. In the attack, he was defending, controlling the game, dribbling, winning duels, aerial duels, everything, passing, tackling. The only thing he didn't do is scoring. But he had an assist though with a corner. So yeah, for the title race, I still think Arsenal will win it based on squad depth. Even though City and Liverpool both won, like City won 3-2 with Leeds, and they were leading 2-0 until Leeds equalized. It was 2-2, and then City scored with Foden late minute goals. So when you look at City, you can get at them, their defense and whatever. They are not City 2 years ago. So you can't say City would be the rivals for Arsenal because Arsenal control the game a bit more. Yes, they fumbled yesterday. They should have won. They should. Chelsea were down to 10 men, but it was a London derby, and Chelsea against the big teams, they play way better than they play against the small teams. And even though Chelsea, like, they can easily go and lose or draw the next game, that's why I don't think they're going to be in the title race for long with Arsenal. That's why I think Arsenal will win it. Like I said, City won 3-2 against Leeds, and Leeds are going to go down anyway. And Liverpool, back to the winning ways. And they won 2-0 against West Ham. Are they back? I don't think so. I don't think they're back. West Ham were shit, and Paqueta is an idiot. And then he literally went on Twitter to defend himself. Mate, you were asking for the red card. You were asking for the red card. I do think Bowen did a terrible job as a captain, though. He didn't take him off. Like, the one who was like putting off Paqueta was Allison, and he's a Liverpool player. So yeah, nothing to say about this game. I did watch West Ham vs Liverpool, and it wasn't just like Liverpool best game anyway. They were there for the take, and West Ham didn't take the advantage. Let's start actually with the first game. Brentford 3, Burnley 1. Igor Thiago is living life. He scored what, 11 goals this season? Yeah, 11 goals. And I don't know, this Brighton team, I don't know where they can find these strikers. He was there last season, but he was injured the whole season, so he didn't play. But this season he's on fire. 11 goals. It's not easy in the Premier League. Like, he's behind Haaland. So yeah, 3-1 Burnley. It's tough to go there to the G-Tech Stadium because they so hard to beat against when they play at home. They are easy on the road, like they don't play well on the road, but at home they are a tough team to beat. Now this game, I thought, and I think, is the best game from last week, from the weekend, Matchday 13. Sunderland 3, Bournemouth 2. Bournemouth winning 2-0, and then what a goal from Adams from the halfway line. But then Sunderland back to 2-2 and then 3-2. Another team who is good at home, and obviously a team who's going to stay up. I don't think they're going to even stay up. I think they're going to challenge for top 6, top 7, top 8. And I hope they do it. I hope they at least get Conference League. Because they're playing when a lot of people had them down because they bought a lot of players, but they were smart about it. They bought some experience with Traore and Xhaka, Premier League experience and leadership with Xhaka, and they bought some talented players. Even Bobby, or whatever his name, he's scoring goals. Anyway, now this game pissed me off. Newcastle 4, Everton 1. Everton. Now this is how you can never judge a game, or even the Premier League itself. Everton can go into Old Trafford and win 1-0 with 10 men. But at their place, the new stadium, they lose 4-1 to Newcastle. 11 versus 11. That's why I don't understand. You can never understand football. You can never predict and be comfortable or confident about your prediction. 4-1 Newcastle were deserved. That's why, like I said, literally, United can easily lose to Everton at home with Everton 10 men down with a red card. But they can go to one of the toughest places in the Premier League, a team that didn't lose 12 games in their stadium. They only lost 2 this season, Crystal Palace, and Crystal Palace went and scored first. The penalty, yes, it was a penalty, but if the rule is to if you touch the ball twice, it's not a goal. Why is he taking it? You shouldn't be doing that anyway. And then United scored 2 second half. They were way better and well deserved the win. Crystal Palace were tired. Like I said, they're going to be tired from Thursday Conference League game. And yeah, United deserved the win. Xerxes, amazing goal, and Mount and Bruno, very smart to start the free kick that fast. And yeah, Mount, yeah, you do the job from there. Mount is good when he's fit. So yeah, that's why you can never understand football. United can go and win here against Palace. Way tougher place to go, but they can lose at home with 10 men Everton, and they didn't even score against Everton. But yeah, that's a problem with United, I think, because they can switch off and switch on wherever they want. Another team who's just switching off at this moment is Tottenham. I didn't watch this game from the beginning, but I started watching this game from 10 minutes, and when I changed the channels, I was it was 2-0. I was like, what? I just literally started laughing, because they play in home. You can't be 2-0 down to Fulham. But yeah, Tete scored 2 minutes, and then Vicario made mistake with trying to dribble and pass from the back there. Literally just throw it to the just throw it away or whatever, or kick it away. But Wilson did the job, and it was a beautiful goal. Even though it was an empty net, it was still hard to do. And then yeah, it was too late. It was a little bit too late. Could have scored in 59 minutes, but then it wasn't late. It scored another, but the first half should have been 3-0, 4-0 down. So that's why I said it went too late. And then Tottenham didn't deserve the draw, even though they had chances to score a second half, but it wasn't deserved. Fulham deserved the win. And all the fans of booing Vicario, he's your own player, and that's the problem with the Spurs mentality. Their fans, they celebrate when City win against them. They booing their own player. That's gonna be doing damage to the player because of the confidence or whatever. Just chant his name, he'll be doing better next time. If you do that, the pressure, of course, you're gonna be doing terrible job. But yeah, Fulham 2, Spurs 1. Aston Villa 1, Wolves 0. No, like I said, I keep saying every week, Wolves are going down anyway. 2 points. Hopefully they don't take 3 points first time this season against United in next week. But yeah, Aston Villa just keep doing what they're doing. 5 wins in a row. 4th in the league, 24 points, 1 point from Chelsea and City. And the next, I don't think, not the midweek game, but the weekend game against Arsenal, they're going to be huge for the title race, huge for Aston Villa. I don't think they're going to stay there for long, though. However, I think they're going to be focusing on Europa League. Beautiful goal by Kamara, though. I don't believe he was free, and then everyone just let him go for free to Aston Villa. Brighton 2, Forest 0. I think I predicted Forest to win based on the last performance against Liverpool 3-0. That's why you can't predict this game of football. Forest can go to Liverpool and win 3-0, but at home they lose to Brighton 2-0. Brighton was another weak team you can never predict. So yeah, Brighton 2, Forest 0. We did Chelsea, Arsenal, so I think I've done all the games. I did Brentford, Burnley, Central Bournemouth, yeah, City, Everton, Tottenham, United, Liverpool, Aston Villa, Forest. Yeah, I've done all the games. Yeah, it wasn't this amazing week. Like Arsenal, Chelsea were a bit boring. United win, uh, Fulham win. Yeah, that's something to say. But like, yeah, nothing to say more. Actually, let's do the prediction for match day 14 because we have games midweek, and I always forget about when I do my fantasy Premier League. I always forget about midweek games, especially this time around. And then I almost like I gave up on the fantasy. But now this season, I'm doing terrible the last 3 weeks. However, prediction kickoff tomorrow. Fulham City. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. Fulham now gonna be buzzing about the last game, winning against Spurs. City like at their place, almost fumbling 2-0 lead against Leeds, and then they won last minute, like late minute goal. But I can easily go here and win 2-0. So this Premier League is tough to predict, but I'm gonna go with City 2-1. I think if City keeps pushing and keep winning, I think they're going to be challenging Arsenal, especially if it's March, February, and it's like 6 points, 5 points, 4 points. We're going to have title race. Bournemouth, Everton. I mean, Bournemouth are just like in terrible form at this moment. 3 losses out of 4 and draw against West Ham. Now they play home against Everton. Everton just lost 4-1. I think I'm gonna go with 2-0 Bournemouth. I'm gonna go with 2-0 Bournemouth. Newcastle Tottenham. When I looked at this game, I thought there's no chance Tottenham gonna win. There's no chance. Newcastle are just buzzing. They are on form the last few games. They are winning games against City and against Everton. Spurs are just losing games. I think the last time Spurs won, when was the last time they won? Against Everton. I think against Everton in the league, 3-0. St. James Park, Tuesday night, under the lights, cold in Newcastle. Yeah, there's no chance. I was gonna go with the draw, or maybe Tottenham will surprise us, but I think there's no chance here. So I'm gonna go with 3-1 Newcastle. Brighton Villa, no. Villa on form, but Brighton, another team. It's weird to predict them, so I'm gonna go with 2-2 draw. Burnley Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace, they're gonna bounce back. I think Palace gonna win 2-1. Wolves Forest, like just move on. Forest win. I don't care. And if Wolves win, I'm not sorry because they're just shit. So I'm gonna go with Forest 2-1. Arsenal Brentford. Now, if this game was at Brentford, I'll probably say draw. Probably say even Brentford winning, especially with if Saliba is out and we know Gabriel is out. That would have been so tough to go there to Brentford. But it is in the Emirates. Arsenal needs to bounce back after the draw. I think they win 3-1. Especially, Odegaard is back, Madueke is back, Gyökeres is back, Martinelli is back. So they have a lot of players to hurt Brentford, and I think they will. 3-1 Arsenal. Leeds Chelsea. When I said Chelsea are weird to predict another team because they can easily draw here or lose, especially at Leeds Wednesday night. Leeds are fighting for their life now. Palmer is back though. Casido won't be playing, so maybe Santos will be playing there or James and Enzo. I think it's going to be close, so I'm going to go Chelsea 2, Leeds 1. Liverpool Sunderland. Like I said, Liverpool didn't impress me against West Ham. West Ham was shit. Sunderland are a good team, but they're not good on the road. So I'm going to go with the draw. I'm going to go with 2-2 draw. United, West Ham, United at home. I don't know. Are they going to switch off or are they going to switch on? Because they should be winning. They have West Ham at home and Wolves away. next Monday. So if you win these two games, you'll probably be fourth, third. You're gonna be around there. So, but United, like every time they need to capitalize on something, they lose to Everton. They miss the chance to go third or fourth. It's every time against Forest, against Spurs. But I think they're gonna win this time. I think I'm gonna go with 2-0 United. So yeah, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. This has been tough to record because I'm a bit sick. So yeah, like, subscribe, and share and comment. It's easy. It's free, people. Thank you. Bye.